just because it's so simplistic.
See, I never really played a lot of unranked. When we always played fucking norms or not norms,
You wanna know the
fucking
messed
ranked.
up part?
Hmm.
Is ranked is actually, I swear to goodness, on my flipping experiences, ranked a lot of times is easier.
Yeah, I think ranked's better team wise just because every time I've been in an unranked match, my team has just been atrocious.
I know. Like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Every once in a while, maybe more than I care to admit, I have crappy aim a game or I do really bad. But you know, more times out of those times, I'm usually doing really good. It's just like this game is so hard to play when you're like even a man down. Just one guy can screw you over. Like
Yep.
if it's just you versus three people or something, you're screwed. If somebody leaves the game in general, you're this game is literally teamwork.
That's all teamwork. It's definitely not Call of Duty where, you can 1v6 and still win the round.
That's the legitimate truth. I mean, you can do it in this game,
It's
but
way
way
difficult.
harder. Way harder.
Especially with
I
that
mean,
instant
the
headshot
guns are
kill.
different. I know. To be honest, though, I like that instant headshot
I
kill.
do
It's
too.
I don't I just like it. But you're right, dude. They turn that corner and they just blast, and it takes one lucky bullet out of five guys to knock you out. And in Call
Right.
of Duty, it takes like 2, 3 bullets to the head to kill somebody. So
Hey man,
so much easier to
headshots
clutch.
don't give you any more damage in Call of Duty, so I mean, it's the same as shooting them in the chest.
Do they really? Like, I didn't know that. Honest
Yep,
to God, I
there's
thought it
no
was.
there's headshot multipliers, but like it's only a one times headshot multiplier. There's no difference between shooting them in the body and shooting them in the head.
See, I don't like that. That doesn't make you get shot in the noggin in real life. You're,
All right,
you're
it's been a
done.
minute. You need to tell me what the castle here.
Uh, castle the windows. Castle the
All right.
windows. Definitely most important thing. Too bad we don't have a mute. If we had a mute, we could mute those windows, and the only way they'd be able to bust them is with a sludge.
Right.
Next time I'll probably be a mute just for that reason. Well, actually no, because probably won't get this room again. Okay. Our team's kind of just roaming, so we're kind of to ourselves here.
Yeah. Actually, I should do it.
Be careful, because they're now positioned. So, yeah. Okay. You get a vest?
No, I got one yet.
I had to pick that up. It helps out a little bit.
Yeah, I usually play Rook when we defend, because Chewie always plays Castle.
I could pick up Castle or Mute or something. If you'd prefer to be Rook. Because
Oh,
it really doesn't bother me. I like
it doesn't
everybody.
bother me at all.
Ooh, someone definitely jumping in that window that's not friendly. It's so quiet. Okay. I don't know if that was done from outside or inside. If it was done from outside, he shot that out. Inside, he could have just meleeed that. Now he's probably moving around.
I'm pretty sure that was inside. Because
Yeah, 'cause I
he
didn't.
came through that window.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to watch his back door in this room. If you need assistance, let me know.
Got you.
Where are they? Usually they know where the objective is. Maybe it's because our whole team is roaming.
I'm hearing them run. They're definitely out in this hallway, I do believe. I can hear somebody running on metal loud as day. Somewhere on staircase.
I know, you run so loud. For being a professional, you're loud as hell.
Yeah, you are very loud.
I mean, come on. They even said in the operating video at the beginning of the game, you're the best of the best. Like, she's like, get the best of the best. I don't care if they're like, I think she's like, I don't care if they're criminals or what. Just get the best. I was like, the best do not run this loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They don't.
definitely.
They probably run like feathers falling on other feathers. I can understand the gear, though. Like, when they lay down and you hear the gear,
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, because you can't help that unless you tape everything to your chest or something.
And who wants to tape everything down? Because that can screw you up. You're
Yeah,
like
you're
trying to
pretty
pull a
fucked.
clip
You,
out, and
you
there's
might
like
as
duct
well
tape
not
over
wear
it.
anything. You might as well just, just go naked. That's the only way you're going to be completely silent, and even then you probably won't even be that silent.
You're just a naked guy running around with a gun in one clip. Come and get me
Man,
now.
these guys sure are taking their sweet old time trying to get up here to the objective. I
Yeah,
think they're above us. It sounds
there's
like they're
definitely a
running.
shield guy on the roof. There's
Yeah.
a shield guy on the roof because there's Montang that's been spotted. Their fuse is dead. They still have a thermite though, and they have an unquestioned. And I'm thinking the unquestioned is, I don't know, to be honest. It might be a DLC character.
Oh,
Oh
yo.
shit, he's in this room. Stay in there. I'm gonna try to bait him. Let him come in. Stay back. He comes in and shows his back. I'll freaking plow him. Don't worry about that.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds.
I got one.
Last one's over here by me.
I'm coming around to get him. Oh, game's over. Oh, you got him though.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Securing pods. Take out the hostile.
That was a pretty
Yeah, the
easy
one
win.
just like I thought. Thermite came running in after you. Did you kill 2 people?
No, no. I saw the shield guy coming first,
Oh.
but like the dude without the shield ran in front of the shield guy for some reason. Which I don't know why you would do that. You're pretty dumb if you do that. Let the guy with the shield go first.
What attacker do you like? Okay.
I
okay,
like
I had to make sure I
Fuse
wasn't
and
taking your...
Sledge, and I mean, it doesn't really bother me since
Yeah, I'll rock anybody.
I don't really play the game that much. I don't really know all the characters that well. I just kind of use which ability I feel would benefit me the most.
See, Fuse is definitely one of the more dominant characters in the game with all of his weapon options. I mean, a shield, LMG, and one of the best ARs, and some pretty good sidearms. But the
Mm-hmm.
only bad thing is like, when you freaking go to do the extract hostage, you can't use your Fuse. You
Nope.
kill the hostage.
Nope. Sure
And
can't
plus,
use
it's
your
almost
Fuse.
worthless if they have a, if they have, what's his name? The guy with the, I forget his name, Jaeger.
Jaeger, yeah. Doesn't he have like
Yeah, you're screwed then.
what's he have? He has the
Anti, grenade and stuff.
yeah.
And those destroy all of them but 2, I think.
I kept wanting to say diffuser for some reason. I don't know why I kept wanting to say that.
I don't know the actual name of it, but I wanted to say diffuser at first too.
Yeah. It's like an EMP for explosives.
It's like
Trophy
if you
system,
watch the
basically.
video, it's really weird. Trophy system. It's like a trophy system and a SAM turret because it's like it sits there, but it also shoots like little tiny rockets out at the explosive.
Yeah. Yeah, but guys, there's no bad
Locate
blood
biohazard
between
container.
us. I mean, at first I was I was holding some grudges there for a little bit. But
They're same can be said for me.
but that's the shit that you just have to go through.
Biohazard container has been
Some of it not necessary, some of it good to be said, and uh needed to be said on both sides, and what was said is what was said, and that's gone now, and I mean we're both pretty much adults, so I mean we can get along enough
biohazard
to
container
sit down
located.
and play a video game together and not get pissed off at each other.
We're big boys
Yeah.
to some extent.
Swapping bags.
I mean, because acting
Yeah.
like a child isn't going to get you anywhere with anybody.
What happens is what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, things didn't pan out the way either group really wanted it to, but that doesn't mean it has to, be over and done with.
Yeah. I mean, would I go back? Yeah, I'd go back. Would it be soon? I don't know. It's just one of those things where
Depending.
I had to find what was, in my opinion, what was best for me
Oh,
at the time. and I thought,
Okay, he's far left room.
oh shit, gas, gas, gas.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Did our teammate just kill me? Our teammate
Yeah,
just killed
teammate
me.
just.
He just drilled the
See, that's
fuck
the
out of
problem.
me.
You have to be able to differentiate between friends and foes in this game, where there's no point in
Friendly
playing.
operator remaining.
If you can't tell your teammates from your, I mean, it's pretty clear. You can tell an enemy from a teammate. You know.
Well, I hope this guy knows that pings are fucking active. He's right here.
Oh, he's down. He's down. You have a grenade?
No, he's back up.
No, but yeah. Like Pride was saying, guys. I mean, or FMJ. My bad. It happens. And I did tell, FMJ and Chewy, if they ever felt like coming back, they did both have a spot. And, at first, I was like, no, Pride would never be allowed back in. But that's just because there was a lot of really, like he said, there's no bad blood, but there was at first.
All friendly
Grudges were held for pretty stupid reasons, to be honest. And, it's Gucci now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool now. I have no problem with chilling with you guys. I just, just the standards that you had, which weren't really bad standards. They weren't really high expectations. It's just I can't deal with somebody, looking over my shoulder all the time, because I'm always trying to prove something to that person, and I end up, like in search, I'm trying to be top of the leaderboard, and if I'm not performing, then I start slipping. And that's how you make stupid mistakes, and that's why I could never, go competitive or anything like that. Because I can't handle the pressure of a team relying on me. I can't handle that pressure. There's really no pressure to it, but there's a little bit, there's enough there to where that I can't personally handle it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Real talk right here, right now. I'd be fine if you and Chewy wanted to come back, and in fact, I'd be completely happy with it. But the thing is you guys need to figure out what you guys want, and what you guys. I mean, there is still one rule that's gonna stand for sure, and I mean, it's not like any of the rules. Like, okay, I would really like the positive KDs and stuff from anybody who joins, but the one thing that does stand is like,
Protect the biohazard container at all
just kind of like the overall. Because it's hard to explain. I've had a lot of new people jump into the clan lately, and I've had new name changes and stuff. We need this room barricaded. There's no barricades in here.
All right.
It's hard to explain. I mean, yeah, I'd love you guys to come back anytime, whenever you guys want it. If you guys don't, then big boys, make your own decisions. So, but I've had some new guys join, and they requested a lot of the same stuff that you guys requested.
I mean, at this
And
point,
shamefully,
if I were to come back, a name change would not be a thing with me anymore. Just simply always, there's a kill hole in the wall to your left. Just simply because I'm trying to build a brand for myself, and plus I can't change my name on YouTube for like another 6 months. But it's me trying to brand myself and be separate from just a straight, oh, he's in this clan and that's, and that's it. He's not, just trying to stand out as your own person and not just, I don't know where I'm going with this. You get what I'm saying?
no, I can definitely feel where you're coming from. Like you pretty clearly stated yourself. You wanted to create an own brand for yourself.
Leave now.
Like me, my brand is Kapital. It's my clan, but I'm also Toast. I'm Capital Toast. Everybody calls me Toast. They know me as Toast. A couple of people who join the clan, they're known for their names, and when you try to set up a brand for yourself, it's a lot more complicated than a lot of people may think it is. So
Yeah.
I can understand where you're coming from, um, but it really just depends on how everybody views it. Um,
It's just
cause I changed. No, go ahead.
I don't think I would. It's not. It wouldn't be because this is just a like a what if kind of situation. If I was back in, it wouldn't be that I wouldn't want to change my name. It would just be, it's set. That's what it is. I've been through how many name changes now? It's been 4 name changes now.
Yeah, I can
That,
concur with that one. I've been
that
through
that's a
quite
lot.
a bit.
That's a lot of name changes, dude. You know.
Yeah,
And
I've been
people aren't gonna know who the
through a bit
fuck you
too.
are. If you name and they see you in the sub box, man, they're just gonna, oh, I have no idea who this guy is. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, see, the thing is like on YouTube, I changed my name from Capital Gaming to Capital Toast. Um,
10 seconds to go.
which means I had to change my intro a little bit. So it was for welcome back to Capital.
Container
So I changed my name, and I haven't
in
lost
5
people.
seconds.
I'm not saying that you can't lose people. What I'm saying
Biohazard
is
container
like
location.
you can lose people because they're like, oh, I don't remember subbing to this guy, but the things about changing your name on Xbox and on YouTube. I mean, on Xbox, I started off. My first name was GuiltJet. My second name was Jasonator, then Animal of Toast, and then now Capital Toast. So I've had a good chunk of name changes. That's $40.
Right.
I mean, that's not cheap. And so, changing your name on Xbox is one thing, but setting up a brand on YouTube is a totally different. You could be called freaking Flip Tits McGee on Xbox. I couldn't think of any reasonable name. And then on YouTube be called FMJ and still start a brand for FMJ. I
Right.
mean, FMJ, but that's the thing that you also got to think about is like, how do I want to set up my brand? Because FMJ is not a bad brand name. Let's think about it. FMJ, it's short, easy to remember, and it's catchy. And I'm not just saying, I swear to God, it's honestly, it's nothing too hard to remember.
Right. That's why I
I mean,
wanted it to be that.
that's an important part about making a brand is like, can people remember it? If they can't even remember it,
Don't
it
even
doesn't
know where
matter
I'm
if it's
going.
catchy. Well, I mean, if it's catchy, yeah, most people will remember it. But, the point is if it's
Like, cause the name.
fucking, I got killed.
Yeah, I'm
Rover.
going down there. The name I was originally gonna go with was just Pride, but instead of a fucking E, it was gonna be a 3. And I didn't want to do that because I mean, you've got guys like Smitty and Merc Music that can do stuff like that. I gotta refresh my stream real quick, but uh, and I just lost my train of thought now. How did I not just kill him?
How did I kill him? Yeah, come to your right, to your right.
Securing the room.
That's my bad. I didn't call that out quick enough. I heard him behind you. No,
No, that
'cause
was
you were
the
talking
guy I
about Merc
should have
Music
killed.
and all them. Like Merc Music, you were talking about how they could do the 3 after the Pride and the E, but they can
Yeah.
they can do stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't know. I was just trying to refresh your train
Like,
of thought.
because they just established their brand so well that it's catchy, but at the same time, it's kind of unique. And I didn't want to, because a lot of people know Merc Music, a lot of people know Smitty, and I didn't want to be the guy that was like, oh, you only did this because XX YouTuber did that, you know.
Well, see, that's the one thing I don't like. I'm 100%. You know what? Your YouTube style. Let's face it. YouTube and branding names, nothing is truly unique. Everything is based off of something.
Right.
If you think about it, you know how hard it is to make something one. You can't. It's just not possible. I'm being honest here, and somebody can try to prove me wrong, and it's fine. but it's almost impossible to create something 100% unique because of the fact that everything is influenced by something. I mean,
Right.
personalities, for example, that's a big thing that everybody says is unique. It's not. It's really based off of other people. If you think about it, like, a lot of people have the same exact style, the same exact personality, and all. And the thing is it's like YouTube. So what if you get your play style based off of someone else? So what if you take tips and tricks from somebody? So what if your name or the way you brand yourself is similar to somebody else? It's just because you know what works. And just because somebody else is already using what works doesn't mean you can't. I mean, they
Right.
don't hold the rights to the idea. They can hold the rights to their name, but they don't hold the rights to the 100%. Because, okay, let me rephrase that. You could hold the rights to an idea. But I mean a broad idea, like a way of doing something. They can't. They can't just take that.
Like
So like,
I'll give you an
you,
example of that real quick. I mean, there's a YouTuber that I watch very frequently. His name is Nero Cinema. I modeled, I wanted to model my channel
Biohazard
somewhat
container.
after how
Secure the
he
room.
how he does his, just because he was such a big influence on me. And you're always gonna have influences when it comes to entertainment and things of that nature. You will always have this dude's. That dude just fucking killed me, so I killed him. Oh no, I didn't. But he killed one of my teammates, so I fucking killed him, and then he shot me. But
gonna put us in a tough hole.
yeah, yeah, I'd stay away from him. He'll kill you. But
He got kicked from the
Down
game.
to 10
oh
seconds.
good. But and that's what I wanted to model my channel off
Down to
of.
5 seconds.
And I play Call of Duty similarly to how he does. I mean, he does the whole rushing thing, VMP, flipping spawns, all that shit, the same shit that I do. Now, am I copying him because I rush people with a VMP? No. Am I copying him
Absolutely not.
because I'm doing a podcast S Q&A whatever sort of deal? No. And that also goes with duplicate videos on YouTube. If, say, Toast made a video about the FFAR, am I copying him because I also put up a video of the FFAR? No.
No, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you think about it, if everybody claimed everything right off the bat, YouTube would have been done like the first week, first month or so that it was out, and that's
Yeah.
a fact. You only have so much things to do,
Op 4 has
and
found the biohazard container.
you'll do before you can't do anything else. So it makes no sense. Like when people, because I know that's true too. I know why you wanted to create a unique brand, because of the fact that people do call out other people for copying and using the same brand, and it's like no, they're not really using the same brand. It's their own. It's just everything's influenced. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's what frustrates me the most. It's like it's not copying.
And I mean, for montages, I've had inspiration from, a lot of the big phase members and, Pomage and all that
Damn,
stuff. And I know Chewy has too, but just because we make we put cinematics in a montage, does that mean we're
Which was
copying
actually
those
really
guys?
good.
Does that mean we're
I
copying
did
those
want to throw
guys?
that in.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
no.
it doesn't. Because, okay, so if Phase was to have done the only freaking cinematics and stuff, okay, who else is gonna do it? Seriously, who else is? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Anybody can do whatever they. That's the best part about YouTube and the internet is like, unless it's like an official idea like Coca-Cola, you can't just like make a soda pop and call it Coca-Cola. Make
Right.
it out of the same ingredients. That's copying, and you can't use a Coca-Cola as your brand name because that's copying their brand name. But it's like freaking Pepsi. Pepsi and Coke aren't the same thing. They have their taste differences, but they're similar sodas. I
Right.
mean, let's face it, they're not like they don't taste this. You can tell the difference, but they're similar sodas. And they kind of got out on the market as like that soda pop, that dark soda pop that it's not Coke, and Coke's like, oh, it's not Pepsi. You know, like they're not just because Coke came first. So Pepsi obviously based its idea off of Coke. Let's be honest here. They're just like, let's make a different, better version of Coke, which I don't know if they did or not because I could care less. It's not copying. I mean, they're just influence. It's like culture in
I mean,
America.
there's nothing wrong with influence. There's never anything wrong with influence. What's wrong is when you try to be that exact person. Like, say I'm doing my thing, and Chewy comes in, and let's just pretend Chewy changes his name to FMJ, and he changes his real name to Josh, and he's like, "Hey guys, what's going on? My name is FMJ and or Josh, whichever you prefer." If he done something like that after I did it, the
That's
exact same thing, that's copying.
Yeah, it's literally as you said. It's like if I was to have changed my name to FMJ or some sort of FMJ fanboy name, that's when you're trying to brand yourself as someone like that. I mean, yeah, you
Right.
can have heroes and stuff, but at the same time, you know, going on YouTube and having your YouTube name like FM_J or something, or FM or all lowercase FMJ or something to copy Josh or something like that, or any YouTuber. This is just an example. That's copying. But if Pride was to do PRID or and then three instead of an E, and somebody's like, "Oh, you're copying this person," like screw off.
Yeah, and I mean, there's other people on YouTube named FMJ. If you type in FMJ on YouTube, there's about 6 other channels that have something similar to that name that you will see well before you see mine. And I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
and there's
hard thing to avoid.
exactly there's other capitals other than Capital Toast and anybody in my Capital clan. You have a different Capital Gaming, actually two different Capital Gamings, and a different Capital, with some other Capital with a weird name, all spelled the same way with like the same formatting of the name, but you don't see them emailing me saying, "Hey, take your YouTube channel down. That's copying." No, and you don't see me doing the same thing to them because it's like, it's almost impossible. I mean, let's face it, like everybody's gonna share a name at least in something. I mean, Van Haas. I mean, I bet you if you searched, you'd have a bunch of Van Haas YouTube channels that are like, fanboy channels and stuff.
Yo,
It's just, it's hard. It's hard to start a YouTube.
I mean,
It
I've seen
really is.
channels that have re-uploaded Van Oss's stuff. Like
See, and that's
two
bizarre.
hours long of Van Oss's shit. That's copying. That's not your content, and they're showing ads on their videos and stuff. You're making money off of somebody else's work. Now,
Yeah.
I put a lot of copyrighted music in my montages. I try not to, but it happens. I don't make money off of that. Now, if I was making money off of, like, I'll use an example. I just used a Speaker Knockers song in Vision. If I wanted to make money off of that, that's wrong because he made the song, and I'm making money off of work that he did. All I had to do was put it in a video. I did no work. I don't deserve the money from that song.
And there's also the other things. It's like, okay, now anybody can argue this, and even you, Josh, you can think whatever you want to think, but I'll get this point out really quick. And I mean, everybody has opposing views. So if you feel differently, that's okay. I'm not gonna judge you. It's your view. But personally, if you monetize your videos, and then you monetize them and set them up to a bank account so you really get the money, and then you're using stuff that other people gave you, or other people basically set up for you, that's wrong. But you can monetize so you can get the ads and stuff, but if you don't set up a bank account, you earn no money from it. So the thing is like, you can monetize, but don't set up a bank account if you're planning on using other people's songs or video clips and stuff, because like Josh said, you're earning money for something they did. Now you can monetize and make an app go through and make it look professional and not get paid for it. That still doesn't excuse you from, copying other people's stuff, but I'm just saying, like, at least you're not earning money for other people's work.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
I mean,
like,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
because as long as you don't set up a bank account to it, you earn no money.
And
So
they can't do
you
anything about it if you're not getting any money from it. There's no copyright there.
yeah, and plus, let's be honest here, it kind of sets up a feel of professionalism to the video. When you get to see an ad come through, that does add a certain, fuck, I got shot before I could get back around. He's sitting outside with Ash. Watch
Yeah,
yourself, don't peek out.
they pinched me. One came through the window. One came through that place where they killed you at.
Darn. But no, yeah, like, it just, there's a lot of stuff that makes it really hard just to start in freaking YouTube. I mean, you want to know what's unfair is people do not give new YouTube time of day. Like, sometimes they do. Sometimes you have those people like, you know what? Yeah, I'll click on this video, see where it goes. We've all done that where you're just like, let's see where it goes. But the thing that I don't like is a lot of times, people are like, no, I really don't want to. He's new. Or they see how many subs you have and they don't even know if your videos are good. Now, I'm not going to lie. Anybody can attest to this. I'm not the greatest YouTuber at all. I don't even have the best content. I have kind of shitty content. I'm not going to lie. Or crappy content. My bad for the cuss word. And I don't upload too terribly much. Because the thing is like, I feel like I'm waiting to get the right amount of clips and like the best clips I possibly can type of thing. But in all reality, every time I think about it, and because I have all my videos uploaded to my computer, because I have to in order to upload it to YouTube, because that's the way I have to do it if I want to add music, is I have to upload it, pull it off of my YouTube, put the music, yeah, whatever. I go back and watch my videos when my dad's on Xbox, and I'm like, wow, this is not as good of content. And for some reason, it's in 1080p for me on my laptop, but when I put it on YouTube, it goes into like 720. And it makes it a little blurry.
It's the whole compression, the YouTube's compression system, and I mean, if you're watching them on your console, you can't control the quality that you watch it at on your console. And even if you're watching it on your phone, if you're not on Wi-Fi, you can't control the quality of it on your phone.
And yeah, but like I'm saying is it's like, I realize I'm not the best YouTuber, and it may not seem like it, but I really, really, really do enjoy YouTubing. I really do. It's something that I love. But the thing is like I said, mentally I go through this thing where it's like, oh, I'm just trying to get the best clips I possibly can so I can give them the best videos that they could ever think of. But then the thing is like, in all reality, I'm kind of posting some not very good content. And, it's depressing for me because, I sit there and I save up just to try to get good content. And, I'm disappointed with my content. But the thing is, it's like, maybe what I think is not good, maybe other people like, I don't know. But the thing is until you get actual professional equipment, it's going to be way harder to YouTube. Because, you have to do it the hard way right now.
This video that we're doing now, this is going to take me 3 hours to render out. What might take somebody 20 minutes to render out. This won't be up until tomorrow. Yeah, this won't be up until tomorrow. Oh shit, spawn shots, spawn shots, spawn shots.
We're the only ones in here versus 5.
Truth. No, but I think after this match we'll wrap it up.
Oh yeah, it's totally fine.
Because
it's hard.
It's been an easy half hour at least.
Bandit far back right.
Ah, shit.
These guys are good. No, yeah, it's so hard to start on YouTube, and the worst part about doing YouTube is you can't help but conscious a lot of times. Like, I try to make sniping montages, right? And, I'm sitting here all happy when I post double and triple kills. And on my last sniping montage I did a while ago, at the very end, I got like a freaking crazy feed. I mean, crazy. If you watched it, you'd see it was an absolutely crazy. It was like 6 or 7 guys, because I just kept popping them. It was in like team deathmatch on the snow map. And, you're super psyched to hit that type of stuff. But then you go to other snipers who are hitting that plus more. And the clips that we would regularly put in cool double kills or one-shot kills that were like no scopes or turn-ons and stuff. And, those are our base of our film that we think are boss. And we put the better clips at the end that are like, 4 kills or 5 kills, like something cool like that to us. And then you have these other YouTubers who are hitting like 5 to 8 guys in a feed just because they keep spawning in or something. I don't know, just something crazy like that. And that's the base of their clips. And they put all sorts of crazy like doubles and triple kills with one bullet at the end. And it's like, it's hard to not feel self-conscious because you're like, God damn it, these guys are posting stuff like that. I gotta compete with this.
It's a difficult market to get into because if you look at a lot of the OG YouTubers like Sark or Mr. Stark and Hutch and C-Nanners and guys like that, by the time I even got into YouTube, I started watching Hutch when I first got into YouTube. The guy had 1 million subs just because he was there the longest. And it's hard to break into a market like that now because it's so saturated with content. I mean, how many Call of Duty YouTubers have you seen on YouTube?
You can't even count, to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly. You can't count them no more. There's so many of them that you can't count them anymore.
And you can't. It's not like you can just easily step into another market on YouTube. It's not that easy either.
I mean,
There's so many.
like Let's Plays and stuff like
tough.
that shit's hard to jump into too because you got guys like Markiplier, like PewDiePie, that post stuff like that of probably the same game that you're playing, and people would rather watch them because they're established.
Already is freaking established. Exactly. It's hard. Hey, move. Hey, FMJ, get that
Yeah,
door
what?
with the castle. Okay, this room is set up. I castled this one too with the prisoner. What the?
Kill him, please.
I can't kill them. They already downed me. That's depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
That
why
dude's
they
a
had to do
dick.
that. Why do people have to do that? Why can't they just let you play?
I don't know. I feel like they're all together or something.
They probably are.
They're probably trolling. If this is your idea of having a good time, you're a dick. And you
Yeah.
need to go fuck yourself.
Killing teammates and, costing the game. Wow, you're cool. Look, now it's a 1-on-4, they're rushing you. You could barely even kill him. You could barely even kill him.
Hostage was killed.
See, he would have won that though if he hadn't killed the hostage with that.
I don't know how he did. He threw that way out of the room though.
Yeah.
YouTube's hard to get into, but I love it. And like I said, I think the one thing I need to overcome, to be honest, Josh, is I really do I swear on my life, I swear on everything holy, that my mindset is I need to post today, or I need to post tomorrow. But then I wake up and I'm like, nah, I don't have good enough clips.
Right.
And I play
Alright,
and I
let's
try to
back
get
out of
more and more
this.
clips, and alright, and then it gets to the point of where I literally just start recording everything.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I go to look at my clips like, oh, I got some great clips, and I realize all I got was crap. And then like I get super depressed and then I don't post that day, and then it just keeps happening until finally I'm like, no, you know what, screw it, I need to post. So like I just, I'm so self-conscious, dude. I don't want to post something that I think other people aren't going to like, because if you think about it, YouTube isn't about the individual, it's about the community. If the community doesn't like your videos, it doesn't matter how cool you are. You're
Well,
not going anywhere.
we have really exceeded the time on here, so just to wrap things up, it's been FMJ and Capital Toast, and his link will be put down in the description below. Make sure you go check him out.